Welcome to All Folks Racing PlayStation. Welcome to the Transatlantic Cup. Round 4 out of 5. We have done 3 rounds in the UK, and today we are in California in the Long Beach Street Circuit. And as always, we continue to use the Ginetta G40. What a championship we have had so far, with pretty exciting and close racing. And today should be no exception, as the old folks take it around this amazing Long Beach circuit. We have again a very good turnout for this race. We are going to go through the starting grid. This is race 1, so this is the 7th race of 10. And it is Kev Allen on pole position. The yellow car as usual, followed by Diogo Silva on the first row. Second row is Dale Taylor in the green car, and Darren Head in his usual red livery. Third row, the American driver. He's not from California, but he's in the top 5. That's Scott Davely, followed by Simon Allen, Jorge Jesus, and Diogo Almeida make it an all-Portuguese fourth row, with Rob Oldham and David Emge on the fifth row. 11th, it is Jambo and Wayne Robinson, and Todd Antonio sits on the 7th row. We have 13 drivers here, and we are going to go trackside and see how this 14 lap race is going to shape out. And away they go, and it's a good start by Kev Allen. What a start by Kev Allen. Diogo Silva goes side by side with Del Taylor. Del Taylor is up into second place. Del Taylor up into second place. Diogo Silva now trying to protect the inside there. Darren Head and lots of other drivers going side by side. Now we are into turn 1. Let's see if there is any action. So far we haven't seen anything. Oh, we have seen something. Oh, there's action there. And that Darren Head is in the middle of it. Darren Head is in the middle of it. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It seems to me that it was Jorge Jesus. Fortunately, Jorge Jesus also involved here. Let's go and on board with Darren Head. No. Oh, and there's plenty of carnage there. Actually, we are with Todd Antonio, that is up into. Oh dear, Darren Head now hits Todd Antonio in the back as well. Let's start by the beginning, shall we? Darren Head is in 4th place. Darren Head is in 4th place. He's on the inside. Diogo Silva breaks. Now on the outside is Jorge. And they just, and Darren and George just connected there. Oh, and then a bit of a traffic jam there. Oh, look at that, and Darren trying to come back into. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Lots of collisions. Let's go and see this from. Oh, it wasn't George. No. It wasn't George Jesus. George Jesus is not involved in this. It was Simon Allen. Simon Allen was the driver that was going around on the outside of Darren, and was there contact between George and there was minor contact, but then George also spun almost in sympathy, and now everyone is pretty much bumping one another as they try. Oh, and Darren Head there collided with Jumbo and then with Todd Antonio. Well, what a naughty first lap as Kev Allen jumps into the lead, followed by Diogo Silva, followed by Scott Davely, and look at Diogo Almeida up into 4th. Look at Rob Oldham up into 5th place. But look at the lead that Kev Allen already has on lap 1, as we follow Diogo Silva, followed by Scott Davely, followed by Diogo Almeida, followed by more action there as drivers taking not exactly the ideal line there. Look at Wayne Robinson. He started in 12th and he is up into 7th place. Look at this, almost 4 wide there. And that's and I'm not entirely sure if we are in the public lobby today, but let's try to establish what happened there, shall we? This was a big incident. And that's Darren Head again, and Darren Head not having the best first lap ever, as we will try to go and see what on earth happened here. Now this is from Jorge Jesus' perspective. He's in 10th place, Darren Head is in 9th, and ahead of them we have Todd Antonio and Wayne Robinson. Now everyone is trying to overtake one another there, as Todd goes on the inside of Wayne. Oh, and there's 3 wide there. 3 wide, and almost contact there, and then, oh, and I think Todd and George just connected, and Darren Head was, well, he was trying to go on the outside there. Let's look at this from Todd's perspective. Todd is in the middle, and I think there's a combination of them moving, and look at that, more carnage, and pretty much, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, we have a very eventful, very public lobbyish first lap in this Ginetta, as, oh, almost thought, no, almost colliding with the driver in front, who is Simon Allen and Jumbo. Now let's go back to the race leader, that is Kev Allen, and Kev Allen has opened up quite the gap, 1.7 seconds already from Diogo Silva in second, followed by Scott Davely, followed by Diogo Almeida, followed by Rob Oldham. Now the 6th place man is David Emke, and David was starting, I believe, in 10th or 9th. He's up into 6th, and Wayne Robinson is still in 7th because he was unaffected by that incident a few corners ago, but he is under severe pressure from Simon Allen. Simon Allen also followed by Jumbo, and Dale Taylor is in 10th. In fact, he isn't in 10th anymore because, well, what happened to Dale Taylor? We haven't seen, well, we haven't completely figured out what happened to Dale Taylor, so, well, just for the sake of totally understanding what on earth, I can't recall what happened to Dale Taylor, but I do recall he was not in 11th at the start of this race. So we are going to rewind a little bit, because Dale, I mean, we haven't seen any action involving Dale, but all of a sudden he's in 11th place, and really we would like to understand what on earth happened here with Dale Taylor. Oh, we have missed some action there. We have missed some action, and it's good, because amongst so many accidents, this was yet another one, as Dale Taylor almost getting collected there as he rejoins the track in not a completely safe manner. Now we're going to not rewind, we're going to fast forward. He's going to avoid that incident between Todd, Darren and George, which is right here, and Darren Head is having a disastrous first lap with 2 incidents already. Now something is going to happen. Oh, and Dale is, yes, Dale up into 10th place. Not quite, he's in 11th. Todd Antonio took the outside line there, but stayed in front. And let's see if now things calm down a little bit, shall we? Because this has been a very heated first lap, with a lot of drivers affected by incidents. And here is Dale on the outside of Todd. Todd defending nicely there in the first corner. Now they go through the fountain, but there's a nice little group here eventually. Oh, and now nicely done there by Dale at the exit of the fountain. He's now got the inside line. Oh, they collide. Oh, more incidents. Let's get a replay of this, shall we? I think Todd was entitled to defend, although, well, Dale was, well, racing incident is my verdict for this one. I think Dale had a slight advantage, but Todd had his right to defend. Now Dale goes through, and let's go back to, oh, they're now waiting for one another as well, as here comes Darren Head. Darren Head on the inside there gets 2 positions in one go, as Todd and Dale were waiting for one another. Now they are sitting dead last. And oh, that's not Todd Antonio. That was Jorge Jesus. I'm sorry that it took me a while. This was Jorge Jesus and Dale Taylor. No, it was Todd. Sorry. They were waiting for one another, and here comes Darren Head, and here comes also Jorge Jesus, and they both overtake Todd and Dale. Let's go back to the race lead. Oh, and something happened to Diogo Silva. What on earth? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. 2 laps. And pretty much everyone has made mistakes. Diogo Silva is now in 6th place, and what on earth happened to him? Oh, he spun there in turn 5. He was trying to chase Cavallan, just hits the curb, and now, oh, beautiful there. He doesn't hit the reset button, almost getting collected there by David Emge. Well, let's go back to the race lead. Let's try to figure out what's going on here, shall we? As Cavallan is leading. Scott Davely up into 2nd place, followed by Diogo Almeida and Rob Oldham. The top 4 are a very unlikely top 4, considering the starting grid and considering that we are yet to finish the 2nd lap. 5th is now David Emge, with Diogo Silva, Simon Allen and Jumbo have gone ahead of Wayne Robinson, with Darren Head sitting 10th, and several other drivers that have been affected by various incidents. They have now, well, they're sitting outside of the top 10 with Jorge Jesus in this is Diogo Silva now on David Emge. Nice battle there with Jumbo and Simon Allen. They are the white and the green car, and the yellow car at the back is Wayne Robinson. Darren Head and Jorge Jesus are involved in a massive fight as well, and Dale Taylor is in the middle of it. Look at that. This is battles through the field, and of course these 2 drivers have been affected by incidents, and the last thing that they want right now is to be tangling again or to be involved in, oh, look at that, almost contact there into turn 1. Who is going to break later? It is Jorge Jesus on the, oh, Jorge hits the wall, and then he's hit by Dale Taylor. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We thought that a street circuit was feasible with the Ginetta, but after 2 laps, I'm not sure. Look at Jorge Jesus, he's on the outside, and he just runs out of track. Oh, and Darren Head also hits the wall. And whoa. Let's go back to the battle between Diogo Silva and David Emge, as David is in 5th place now. And look at that, this is Simon Allen that is getting very close to Diogo as well. Diogo not trying the outside there. It's not the greatest overtaking spot. That number 32 is defending well and has good pace. Look at Simon Allen. Look at Simon Allen. He's already behind Diogo Silva's back. Diogo Silva going defensive already on the inside there, but Diogo Silva lacks a bit of top line speed there. He didn't have a good exit, and oh, David a little bit wide there. Diogo trying to get closer now to the start-finish line. The top 4 remain the same. This is the battle for 5th. Oh, and David Emge runs wide. Oh, Diogo Silva also hits the wall there. Hits the inside wall and loses a position to Simon Allen, as David Emge is defending nicely that 5th place, and we have a good 3-way battle here. Let's look also for other battles. We have an interesting one for 2nd place, as Diogo Almeida is, oh look at this, Simon Allen now trying to go on the outside of turn 1, didn't quite work. Oh, and Diogo Silva almost there at the fountain trying to go through, but the fountain is not an overtaking spot. Look at Simon Allen, he's trying left, right, and center. Here goes Diogo Silva on the outside. As the street circuit goes, this is fairly difficult to overtake, and we now have some pretty good racing over here. Simon Allen really is trying to attack David Emge, but also protecting the position. Here comes Diogo Silva on the outside. It's again not the greatest idea to go there on the outside. David Emge continues to defend, and this Ginetta can be very wide here at Long Beach. We'll keep an eye on other battles, as Jumbo has not been using this battle very well to get, oh look at this, they are almost They're entirely nose to tail. Now here comes Simon Owen on the inside. Simon Owen is on the inside. Diogo Silva is trying to follow him. Simon Owen on the inside. David Emger almost contact, but they basically almost contact and some fairly good racing with Simon Owen up into 5th place. Diogo Silva up into 6th. David Emger down into 7th. Jumbo is in 8th, and Darren Head is recovering. Darren Head is doing some good times there. He's getting very close to Jumbo. Look at this. This is Simon Owen and Diogo Silva. Simon Owen and Diogo Silva for 5th place. Diogo Silva is going to try to make a move. Yes, he is making a move into turn 1. And Simon defends. Almost contact there. Almost contact there. Let's look again through the field. Kev Allen is 3.4 seconds. Battle for 2nd place looks pretty dicey as well, as Scott Davely tries to protect the position from Diogo Almeida. And that number 39 is trying to defend that 2nd place position. Scott Davely very well in this race. He started 5th, and he managed to benefit also from Darren and Simon tangling. Also Jorge Jesus getting delayed, and also Diogo Silva spinning, but doing a good job there, holding on to that 2nd place, taking a wide line there as they complete another lap. That's lap 5 completed. Top 3 remain the same. 4th is look at Simon Owen and Diogo Silva again, very close to one another. And Simon is already going defensive, and Diogo is trying to follow him. Look at that, they're almost going into pit lane. Rob Oldham continues to be in 4th, running a bit on his own. Let's see if there is any action here between Simon Owen and Diogo Silva as we watch the streets of Long Beach. Doesn't seem like it that Diogo is going to manage to do a move on Simon. Simon Owen hits the wall. Simon Owen hits the wall. Here comes Diogo Silva. Oh, and contact. And Simon Owen goes into the fountain. Simon Owen into the fountain. Reset button. We will get a replay of yet another incident. From Diogo's perspective, what on earth happened here? As they go into turn 1. Now Simon is about to hit the wall. Diogo knows he's going to hit the wall. He knows he's going to have a run, and he is he was coming with more momentum, but Simon was already Simon is trying to block, take the racing line, you name it. There's the slightest of touches, but Simon Allen, actually I'm not sure it was the contact, but Simon Allen headed pretty much into the internal wall and then into the fountain. As we'll get a replay from David Emger's perspective, because David is about to go up into 6th place. As Diogo was trying to brake, they hit one another, and David Emger almost getting collected there. Simon Owen recovers to 8th. He now has the boot of his Ginetta open. 8th is Jumbo, and where is Darren Head is the question. And the answer is Darren Head is in 9th place. And potentially attacking 7th. And Simon Allen hits the wall again. Darren Head is ahead of Jumbo. It seems to me that he's going to do it. He's on the outside, and that was a good move there by Darren Head up into 8th place. Let's see what's happening behind this drivers. Dale Taylor is in 10th. Jorge Jesus in 11th, 12th is Wayne Robinson, and 13th is Todd Antonio. And Todd has been delayed there. He's in pit lane, is he? Yes, Todd has retired from the race. So 12th is Wayne Robinson, 11th is Jorge Jesus, that's not having the race that he wanted. 10th is Dale Taylor, everyone running on their own. And now we've got Jumbo in 9th place. Look at this, Darren Head on Simon Allen. Simon Allen now has his boot magically closed again, but he's under pressure from Darren Head. This is a battle between two and Simon Allen hit the wall again there, and he's losing momentum. I'm not sure how much longer he is going to hold on to that 7th place, and we are on lap 7 out of 13. Look at Darren Head almost losing it himself as well there. Simon Allen in 7th, 6th is David Emge, 5th is Diogo Silva, 4th is running on his own, that's Rob Oldham. We haven't seen too much of him, but that's probably good news because it means that he has been running without incidents. 3rd is Diogo Almeida, and Scott Davely has opened a gap there of around 2 seconds. Scott Davely in 2nd place, and look at the leads that Kev Allen has. Kev Allen, and we are going to try to establish the pace of various drivers there at the front. Kev Allen does a 1:37.49, and that is going to be faster than Scott Davely. Yes, it is 1:31.6 for Scott, 1:31.7 for Diogo. Then we've got Rob Oldham 1:33, and Diogo Silva 1:34.94. So 6 seconds separate 4th and 5th, as Diogo is trying to recover a little bit more ground. David Emge in 6th place, running on his own now. He's 3 seconds behind Diogo, but look at this. It's the Simon Allen Darren Head battle that we want to watch right now on lap 8. 14 laps, so a few laps to go, but seems to me that Darren has more pace at this point than Simon. I'm sure that these two didn't want to be battling at this point for 7th place. They're also getting closer to David Emge in 6th place. Look at that, they've been more than a second faster in the last lap. And Jumbo has lost time. Jumbo has lost time, also lost the position to Dale Taylor. So Dale Taylor up into 9th, with the Jumbo in 10th, and Darren Head actually now losing a bit of ground to Simon Allen. Let's look for battles elsewhere. Dale Taylor and Jumbo are actually not that far away from each other, but well, they're not exactly wheel to wheel. George Jesus is running on his own, and so is Wayne Robinson. Let's go through the field again as the leader, Kev Allen, that has led every lap in that number 31, is now on lap 9 out of 14, 4.4 seconds, 4.5 seconds ahead of Scott Davely. 3rd is Diogo Almeida. 4th is Rob Oldham. Look at this, Diogo Silva is closer. Diogo Silva is closer, is ever closer to Rob Oldham. So with 5 laps to go, we could have a bit of a battle later on for 4th place. Oh, look at this, Simon Allen has overtaken David Emge. We'll get a replay of that as they go. I think did David just hit the wall in turn 1? No, he hasn't, but Simon Allen, look at that mighty turn 1 there, now into the fountain. Nicely done. That was a tricky overtake, as Darren Head is now going to try to sweep in front of David Emge, but David is having none of it. And Simon Allen, oh, look at that almost contact between these two drivers there, as Darren tries to get into 7th spot. Car at the back is Dale Taylor, 9th place. Jumbo is in 10th, and then it's Jorge Jesus and Wayne Robinson. As we are entering the closing stages of this race, Darren Head now on the outside there, not the greatest overtaking spot on the outside, but he should have a good exit and be in a good position to go on the inside there. I think he's got the job done if he can brake later than David. And Darren Head is going to be up into 7th place. It looks like it. Yes, he is up into 7th. Look at the battle for 4th. Look at the battle for 4th as Diogo Silva is ever closer to Rob Oldham. Rob already, well, 8 seconds behind Diogo Almeida. Diogo losing a bit of ground to Scott Davely as well. Scott Davely doing a great job there. Oh, and hits the wall there, Rob Oldham. Hits the wall, and now Diogo Silva is very close indeed, and challenging for 4th place. The championship leader trying to get 4th place from Rob Oldham. in this race, the first of 2 rounds in the United States. We have 2 races in Long Beach, 2 races in Sonoma to finish the season. As Owen Robbins again, doesn't hit the wall, but wow, look at that, doesn't hit the wall, but Diogo Silva is now on the outside, and can he do it? Yes! Diogo Silva up into 4th place. Rob Oldham drops to 5th. And where is Simon Allen? Simon Allen is 5 seconds behind Rob Oldham. 4 laps to go at the line. Darren Head hasn't really opened the gap there. Well, Darren Head is under pressure from David Emge, as David is going to go on the inside there. And Darren not having the race that he wanted. He definitely needs wins and podiums to challenge for the championship lead, and this is not going in his direction. Last corner again as they complete another lap, lap 11 already for leader Kev Allen. And Dale Taylor is gaining ground as well. Dale Taylor 1:30.640. That is a very fast time indeed. As Dale is down into 9th spot. Now Kev Allen on lap 11 has... Oh, Darren Head hits the wall. Darren Head hits the wall there. David Emge almost losing it there at the fountain as well. Ends up losing a bit of ground. And Dale Taylor is getting closer surely. Yes, he is. We will keep an eye on this battle. And he hits the wall again. And now tire wear is starting to become a problem, as drivers cannot run to the same limits as they were running before. And David Emge certainly has lost quite a lot of momentum, as now Dale Taylor is challenging for 8th spot. And going on the outside there doesn't quite work, but if he has a good exit, he can again go on the inside of the next corner. That seems to be the case. Dale Taylor side by side with David Emge, and is ahead already and should be able to hold on to that position. 8th place for Dale Taylor. No! Oh, and David Emge runs wide and runs into the wall. Try to defend from Dale Taylor, ends up losing quite a fair bit of time. He still has almost 10 seconds of a gap ahead of Jumbo in 10th place, so he should be alright. Look at this big battle there for 10th place. And this is what we mean when we have battles through the field, is that Jumbo is getting... Wow, that's a tricky place to overtake there, as they go side by side, but miraculously do not have contact with one another. Now they're going side by side through the line. Lap 12 already for the leader. There'll be 2 to go at the line, and Jorge Jesus crosses the line ahead of Jumbo, but Jumbo is going on the inside there of the straight. And who is going to break the latest there for turn 1? It is Jumbo. Jumbo retains 10th place, as well, Jorge Jesus makes a mistake there in turn 1 and has very light contact with the wall. So let's go back and take you through the field as we get into the closing stages of this race. Kev Allen has led every lap, but will not leave this battle yet. Oh, Jumbo is going to hit the wall, isn't he? No, he's not, but he loses momentum, and Jorge Jesus is up into the top 10, as tire wear now is a big problem. Kev Allen on lap 13, that's the penultimate lap of the race, and what a performance he has here. He's going to win again in Old Fox Racing PlayStation. One of the drivers with the most wins, Kev Allen, but this 2022 season he hasn't won a lot of races. But today in Long Beach he has been absolutely unbeatable. He just needs to hold on for another couple of laps. Scott Davely is going to have a very good 2nd place, as a late challenge from Diogo Almeida, but he's still a couple of seconds behind. Diogo Silva is there at the back in 4th spot. And look at this battle here with that's, I believe, Wayne Robinson going a lap down, as a 5th place man is Rob Oldham. 6th place man is Simon Allen. 7th is Darren Head. 8th is Dale Taylor, 9th is David Emge, and 10th is Jorge Jesus, 11th is Jumbo, and a lap down is Wayne Robinson, but still running in 12th. As now Cavallan starts the last lap of the race. And if anything, this is going to make the championship even tighter, as Cavallan scores his first win of the season in this Transatlantic Cup. One more lap to go, and we'll keep an eye on any battles. And look at this, there's a battle between Darren Head and Simon Allen. Something has happened to Simon Allen, and we are going to try to find out what it was. Oh, and this was him hitting the wall. He was trying to chase Rob Oldham, and in fact wasn't that far away, but oh, look at that. And this presses the reset button, and that's not the position lost, that's just Wayne Robinson unlapping himself. But now look at that, he is he's trying to hold on to that 7-6 position, but in fact, oh, look at this, Darren Head runs wide. Oh, we have a battle again between Simon Allen and Darren Head, with Dale Taylor almost joining the action. Ahead of them is Wayne Robinson, but he is going to be a lap down if he is overtaken. But look at this, last lap, and this is for 6th place. Simon Allen was in 6th place, made a mistake there. And now, oh, look at that contact between the two drivers, and Simon Allen is trying to go on the outside of Darren Head. Is he going to run out of track? No, he's not going to run out of track, but Darren is still ahead. Oh, and Darren loses what happened there to Darren Head? He lost a lot of ground. I think he was... Oh, we'll get the replay of this. I mean, of course, Wayne Robinson cannot disappear out of the way as they were going through the fountain. But Darren Head, what on earth happened here? He was trying to go around. Well, it is turn 1. He still stays ahead of Simon Allen, now through the fountain. And oh, he hits Wayne Robinson in the fountain and ends up losing momentum there. And losing momentum and losing 2 positions. Almost contact with Dale Taylor there. Almost contact, but Dale Taylor is up into 7th place. Oh, there now. Well, he has no tires, and neither have the others. As Cavallan is coming to take the checkered flag. Let's go trackside. He's going to win the race. Yeah, Cavallan wins the race, followed by Scott Davely in 2nd place. 3rd is going to be Diogo Almeida. 4th is going to be Diogo Silva. 5th is going to be Rob Oldham. 6th is going to be Simon Allen. And 7th is going to be Dale Taylor. And then what a disaster for Darren Head. He loses a couple of positions on the last lap, assuming that no one is going to make mistakes here. Oh, Rob Oldham made a mistake. Rob Oldham made a mistake there. What happened to Rob Oldham? Oh, he spun on the last lap. Well, let's see if Rob is going to hold on to that position. Ooh, he's then a bit of a shortcut there as well. Reset button. But now he's basically standing. He's a bit of a sitting duck, but Simon Allen is coming. But just one more corner to go, as Simon is... Simon Allen! Simon Allen! Is he going to get it? No. I think it's going to be Rob Oldham in 5th place. Simon Allen in 6th. 7th is Dale Taylor. 8th is Darren Head. 9th is going to be David Emge. 10th is going to be Jorge Jesus. And 11th is going to be Jumbo. Again, not the race that Jumbo wanted as well. 11th spot. He probably will drop this result at the end of the season, just like George probably will drop the 10th place as well, and Darren the 8th place, as we complete the race. And what a race it was. And Cavallan, Scott Davely and Diogo Almeida is your podium here in race 1. See you soon in race 2.